Okay.
Hello, Game of Thrones fans, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lady Firesnow. I think we're just live now, and Quaithe Theories is trying to get set up.
Yes.
I need to also pull up my chat so I can see. If you guys don't know where your chat is, I wonder if I can pull it up on my phone here, and I can show you.
Yeah.
Is that a good idea? To show people?
Okay, I see you.
So when you click on something...
Yeah, I have a little delay.
See, there's a little arrow right here. When you push that little arrow, that's when you can see the chat.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know.
Hi, my ladies. Hi, Ron.
Is he already in the chat?
Yeah.
I need to open it up. Can y'all hear her? Go ahead, Quaithe.
Yes, I'm looking. Actually, I'm looking for my notes.
I have my notes too. I've got my drink too. So last time we talked about playing a drinking game, which we may not get to do a lot of that this time because we have some notes and we only have like 40 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
So the episode airs, and we really wanted to talk about predictions right before it airs because I really think we have some original predictions that other people haven't been saying or haven't been thinking about. And I think Quaithe is onto something here, and I'm just gonna freak out if she gets one of them right. I'm gonna freak out.
I think it would be awesome if we all get something right.
It would be great if everybody got something right. Like I love a lot of other people's theories that are out there, and I cannot wait to see who's right and who pegs it, and you know what shocks us all, right? Because this is gonna be a big battle, guys. This is the biggest battle in history, I think. It's cold. Sorry, it's cold. I'm gonna take mine off and show off my Targaryen shirt. Targaryen.
Yeah. So I'd like to start out with the title.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's called Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Okay.
And I see your shirt. Okay. And I think that's a little hint. I think that's a little hint at that Brienne's going to do something really big. I don't know if it's a hint that Jaime's going to die, but I do think it's a hint that Brienne's going to do something really big.
I mean, I agree with that. I think a lot of people think that Brienne's going to die, and I don't think so. I think she's...
Yeah, I don't think Brienne's going to die, no.
No. If anything, I think Jaime's going to die. But it doesn't mean Jaime will be dead and gone forever.
Nope. Not according to my theory. He's not. Yeah, no.
I need to open my chat. I still haven't opened it. So let me grab that real quick so I can see people chatting.
Get your notes and let's start from the beginning. We're talking about the preview.
The preview.
That's going to be for tonight.
For tonight.
Glimpse. And what we did was we looked at that and we analyzed it and just, did guesses of what we think is going to happen. And what each of those things mean. Let me know when you have your notes.
I have my notes. I'm ready. So, the first thing we see in the opening scene of the what do you call it, the trailer for this episode, okay?
Yeah.
Is Sansa. She says Sansa says something. I didn't write down what she says.
Oh yeah, she's talking about let's face the truth.
Yes, about facing the truth.
About facing the truth.
The only way to face something about truth and death, right?
Yeah, and I think we had talked about that. This is the first time for anybody from the North seeing any of the White Walkers and the dead.
Yeah, they have no clue. They don't have a clue what they're about to face at all. And I think this whole thing is ridiculous. Really, Dragonfire? We all know that doesn't work. Are you kidding me? Night King walked right through the Dragonfire, went north of the wall. I mean, this is just, it's almost kind of silly. It's like, let's all just go out there and die. Quaithe, you asked me earlier how long does it take them to turn, and I think about a minute from the time they die.
I went back to watch when they had the fight at the Wildling Wall, and I know they were dead, and I know he raised his hands and they stood up, But I was just wondering, I wonder how long it takes them to turn. Because if it takes a minute, oh my God, that army's going to be even bigger. I just don't know. I don't know how they're going to win. I don't know what. Well, there's not even any winning. How they're going to defeat them or anything. This plan it sucks. It's not going to work. It'll get them by for a little bit. But I mean, the only thing I can think of, because John said it in his speech, they don't die, they don't get tired. I mean, they have the ability because they're dead. They have, John and his crew have disadvantage because they're human.
Right.
So, I mean, I think the only way that they're going to make it even is dead facing the dead.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something bigger. We all know this is not going to work.
Yeah,
right?
It's not going to work.
There's something bigger.
Dead fighting the dead. And the only way we saw that, when we saw it, I know I keep getting back to this, guys, I know, but it was a little Easter egg. I know it wasn't, actually it's a huge one, is with Uncle Benjamin. It is possible. When they put a dragon glass in his heart, he was able to defeat death and live to fight.
Right.
And he was fighting for the right side.
Benjamin, you're talking about Benjamin, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed what you said.
That might be the clue. I mean, I don't know.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I think when you first said that theory that Jamie was going to die and that maybe the children would find him and like put the dragon glass in his heart and make him like Benjamin. And then it's going to be like him against like Cersei, because maybe the Night King is going for Cersei and he's going to turn her into the Night Queen. And then it's going to be like the two of them against each other, like the bad White Walker and the good White Walker. But it sounds very tinfoily to me, but the whole Jamie, I never thought Jamie was going to die, guys. I've never done that. You can look back in all my predictions. I've never thought Jamie was going to die, but the last episode was the Jamie show. I mean, you said that first, right, Quaithe? You said it was like the Tyrion and Jamie show.
Yeah.
And I would agree. It was started out with Jamie, and then it was Jamie with Tyrion 3 times, I think. Jamie with Bran, Jamie with Brienne. And it was just really, it's like bye Jamie, and then he knights Brienne. I'm sorry, I really think Jamie's gonna die. If he doesn't die, I'll be like very shocked.
Said it would be easier for an undead Jamie to kill Cersei.
Undead Jamie, yeah. Or maybe he's dying, and maybe we think he dies off camera, and then like
I don't know you, but Rod, what I'm saying is, yeah, he's gonna die, or he's gonna get hurt or something. I think Bran's going to take us back, and he's going to tell him, hey, dude, I know how you can stop the death. I know, just put a dragon glass in your heart. Bam, there you go.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's going to be something dramatic like that. And it's not going to happen in this Sunday's the battle. Jamie might fall down, and that might happen. But we're not going to see him until maybe episode 5, where all of a sudden Jamie comes back, and he's like, I'm going to go kill my sister. And, it's going to be something dramatic like that. I know I'm thinking outside of the box, guys. I'm sorry, but that's how my brain goes.
Yeah, well, things outside the box is this name of the game of this show, right? There's a lot of talking going on between Rod and...
Yeah, there's a lot of talking, but a lot about the books. Guys, I did not read the books. I don't ever go back on YouTube and look at people who read books because I don't want it ruined for me. I'm trying to stick to the HBO script. So I don't know too much about that. This is just me basing my theories on watching the show.
Right. Just like, what do you see in the show, and what do you think is going to happen, what they're going to do? Because I think the books are going to be different.
What would I put next? No, I'm sorry, going rogue for the books. I do ask a lot of people, hey, is that in the books? What does that mean in the books?
Because I'm sure there's a lot of clues that come from the books. They like to wink at the book readers a lot. And they like to use things from the books. Like, I think they're going to bring the kiss of life. They didn't give it to Lady Stoneheart, but Beric is still there, and he has to be there for a reason, right? It has to come from the books. It has to be like it has to be for a different character. And you have a prediction about that. Do you want to talk about that?
Which one?
The prediction for Arya and the Hound.
Yeah. I mean, we saw in the previews that in the for tonight's episode that she's running for her life in the tunnels or in the castle. I don't know, somewhere in a tight squeeze, and she's running. She looks in distress, and I think she's running from something, and I think that something's going to get her. And the next scene after that, you see Beric and the Hound also in a similar situation. I think they're going to find her, and I think Beric's going to give her the kiss of life. And I think that's going to be his last life, and then he's going to have to pass on some kind of power to the Hound, and the Hound will end up being her priest. So I think we're going to see, some deaths today, some big ones, but I think that they're going to also a chance to return, to come back.
Oh, I agree. I agree with that. I agree.
They put the dragon glass in there. They put all those little Easter eggs in the seasons, and if you put all those pieces together, I think they're going somewhere with that. At least I hope they do.
I think so too. I think there's a lot of little things that are out there that can happen, and that if we lose, I think we're gonna lose a big bulk of characters, but I think that at least one is going to come back, if not two. And I don't think they're going to give it to us at the same time either. They're going to stretch that out, right? They've got to have some more things to surprise us, right?
Yeah. And KT says she 100% agrees that he'll use the last life to save someone. Sandor,
that's the Hound. She thinks it's going to save someone. Maybe the Hound is going to get the kiss.
Yeah, I mean, it could be him. It could be him getting it, or it could be Arya getting it. But they obviously put those three together constantly.
Right.
So I think there's something there. And the only reason why I'm saying Arya, this goes back to the books, guys, or some kind of history that her mom is the one that got it, which was Lady, what was it?
Lady Stoneheart.
That she went on vengeance.
Lady Stoneheart.
I see that. You got your imps more in
there. Yeah, there's a little delay. So
there's a little delay.
Yeah, there's a little delay. So we see your messages, guys. Sometimes we don't see them right away. So, but yeah.
I think maybe you're right, Rod. Maybe it will be the Hound. He has to have the same dead-like qualities as his brother to make it even. I mean, it doesn't matter who gets it, Arya or the Hound. I just hope they bring that in.
I do too. It's okay if it's not Arya. It's okay if it's someone else.
But
I definitely think we're gonna see it. I think a lot of people have said. I think there's been a few people out there that are expecting that, or who have said that we're gonna see the kiss of life from Beric. But I think, as far as I know, Quaithe, you're the only one that I've seen so far that has predicted it's going to be Arya that's going to get it. I have seen a couple of people say the Hound. I've seen a couple of people say some other characters. I always thought it would be Jon, just because, he's the comeback guy, right?
Yeah.
But no, I think you're the only person I've seen that says that it might be Arya.
Well, the only reason why I'm saying her is the connection of her mom having it. Just kind of like keeping it close to the family there. But I mean, if the Hound gets it, that's great. That's
right.
awesome.
I do see that too, Rod. That he could be the one bringing back the Hound for the purpose of killing the Mountain, because I do expect there to be a Clegane. I did a video on that. I thought that was pretty.
I do expect that too, but I also think it's kind of predictable.
Yeah. They may not always do the predictable thing.
I'm wondering, what did they do to what was her name, the nun? Did they make him a wife, a bride of Frankenstein, maybe? And then there'll be two? That's kind of wicked, right?
If Arya dies,
what happened.
I'm probably done. May just plain and walk away from the show, especially if Arya stays dead. I don't think she would stay dead. I think that if Arya died, I don't think she would stay dead. I think they would bring her back. They may not bring her back right at the end of this episode, but I sure hope they do, because if they do kill her off, people might actually do that. They might actually go, forget, I'm not watching this anymore.
And you know what? And your theory might come true. And the whole time we're seeing Jaime, and not until the very end where Jaime kills Cersei, she actually reveals her true self, and it's actually Arya. So the whole time we think Arya's dead and Jaime's alive, but it's not really Jaime, it's Arya. I mean, they could do some twist like that. That would be kind of cool, though.
Yeah, well, and that kind of feeds into, I think it's Bookmaniac's theory that Arya will steal Jaime's face, and she will kill...
yeah, I think that's kind of cool.
Kill Cersei. I like that. I like that theory. KT answered you. She answered you. It was Septonella. Septonella is the bride of Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. Right.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get through this outline because I need to watch the time too.
Oh,
I need to watch.
yeah. I forgot. Where are we on?
It's 7:15, so we've got about 30 minutes before we're probably gonna end it. So,
What do you think about Sam fighting?
Yeah, Sam was the next Sam fighting. I agree with you, Quaithe. I think he's gonna know when to retreat so that he doesn't die.
He's gonna go in there. He's gonna have a game face. He's gonna kill a few, but he's gonna know. He's got other things in his mind.
I don't think he's gonna die.
His family. He's gonna know when to go into the crypts and.
Sam the Slayer. Sam the Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam the Slayer. I think it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, that's what I think about Sam.
Yeah.
What do you think Davos is? What do you think Davos is going to end up, and what's going to happen to him?
I don't know. He seems to be a survivor to me, and he is in the battlement.
He does.
He seems. I just don't know if I see Davos dying. I don't think so.
I don't either. I don't see him dying.
Not yet, anyway.
Let's write him off.
Not yet, anyway. I don't think so. Grey Worm.
Yeah, Grey Worm's going to die. Let's see here. Crypts.
I keep saying it. Big kiss is death, right?
Something about the Crypts.
Sam's like, I can be brave too. I killed others and thens and found the lady. And Katie says, I'm on the fence with Davos. I agree with he's a survivor. I feel like he can get by on luck. Yeah.
I do too. He mentioned that.
Yes.
Well, yeah, around the fire. He mentioned that.
Wormy's a goner. I think Wormy's a goner. I'm sorry, he's a goner. When they give a big kiss, it's it. Okay? It's it. I'm sorry. It's over.
You guys were saying that they're going to die. They're going to die. But are they going to die? Or are they going to come back as, the dead soldiers now?
Well, I mean, they're still going to be dead, even if they come back.
There has to be someone there. Burn the body. I mean, unless the dragons are going to do that.
Well, I hope the dragons are going to do that job because someone's going to need to. Because it's going to be bad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the previews, when they showed the Unsullied standing there, all the soldiers, imagine them all of a sudden being dead and then turning around and going, okay, y'all got to fight us. The Dothraki. Oh, my God, forget it. I can't even think about how bad this is going to be.
I can't wait to see Sansa's face.
I know. Oh, that brings me to her comment when she said, who do you think she's talking to when she says that? The truth. Is she talking to Bran? Like, dude, stay true to yourself. Get in there, use your powers. Stop being afraid. Or is she telling Dany, you got to face the truth. Jon's the true king. What do you think she's saying?
I don't think there's time for that. I'm like, when is that going to happen? When is she going to say that?
And when and how? And I mean, all this conversation.
Right? When is there's not time for conversation in a battle? Is there? Right?
Well, I mean, Dany and Jon obviously have a conversation when she says the dead are already here.
I'm going to cry too, Katie. I'm going to cry when we have to kill him twice. We have to watch him die twice. No.
I know. I'm telling you guys, it's kind of bad.
It
has to be dead versus the dead. The Uncle Benjen thing has to come in. That theory has to come in. They're going to have to put some dragon glass in their hearts, and hopefully their hearts are pure where they can. I mean, we got to get some power. We need some of that magical shit. Red Woman needs to come in. Something.
Right? Oh. Where's the Red Woman? I had the thought of was.
Little girl?
Is she the little girl? I had that thought too, right? We said that at the same time, I think, the other day, didn't we? We were talking.
Can they be young if they also can be old?
Right? That little girl kind of tripped me out too. It's almost like she knew she was going to get their attention or something with the scar on her face and everything.
Okay, we are all over the place. Where are we on? We're still talking about the crypts?
The fiery hand. What does she mean, the fiery hand?
What is that, KT? Elaborate. Tell us.
We're not sure what she means. What you mean? I'm live streaming.
I broke my nail.
Okay, this is not the time.
Crypts. What else?
Hey, daughter Firesnow, out the house. We are crypts. Crypts. With something going to happen in the crypts? Are the crypts safe? And yes, there are tunnels in the crypts that lead out. If you don't know, the crypts were made by Bran the Builder. I'm sure book reader can verify that information. But the crypts, I've always thought that they would be safe there. And I thought if anything was going to happen, something it would be something magical could happen there. You know, there's been a lot of theories about that out there, and I could see some of those things happening. I really don't think they're going to have to put money in that, to be honest with you. So if it happens, I'm going to be very excited because I'm not really expecting it. But you did say something, Quaithe, about, and I saw this, excuse me, I had a little, excuse me. I saw another little theory about that also, that maybe they're going to actually raise up and attack them in the crypts because they're always saying it's safe. Wasn't it you that said that, Quaithe? They're always saying it's safe, so you can expect it to be the opposite?
Yes. And I mean, the beginning previews, they're down there. This is way at the beginning before it started. You see all three of the stars down there in the crypts. They made the crypts really kind of mystical and magical. I think there's some magic down there. Something's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and if they do raise up, I think there's supposed to be swords there to protect them, to hold them down or something. I don't know.
Well, it's the Iron Sword.
Yeah.
I'm sure the book readers can tell us. It has something to do. Oh, she had said that the fairy hand was from the books, and I believe that they put an iron sword on their laps because it keeps, I guess, restless bad spirits in their tombs.
Yeah.
And that was something about the iron sword, and that's why they would always have those iron swords. But I've noticed that, like, I think Ned's like holding his. It's not like laying over his lap.
No.
But not that I'm expecting to see Ned's ghost come back or anything, but I know there's a big thing about that, and there are a lot of people want to see something happen in the crypts. I'd love to see something happen in the crypts.
I do too. I mean, they're going to have some kind of magic to defeat this.
I agree with you. I just don't think that magic is going to happen this episode. I would like to see it happen this episode.
Have to retreat and go somewhere safe, go across in the water. I mean, as many of them as they can. I don't know. And the other thing I was noticing in that in the last episode and in the preview, Brandon is going to go wait by the tree. Okay, so I know he's on a wheelchair, but how fast can that wheelchair roll?
Right?
How is he going to? Theon can't lift him. How is he going to get to safety? Who was it that said that Bran's not telling us everything?
Yeah. You've been saying that from the beginning. You started saying it right after the episode.
Chat said something too about it. That Bran knows more.
I think it was Rod that said it. I think he said, or somebody in our chat last time, right after the episode, had said the same thing. That he's
laughing because I said, "How fast can that wheelchair roll? How fast can his arms push him?"
Right.
For real. Like the whole time. Who's been toting him around everywhere?
Right? How is he? I mean, Theon's got to be a goner.
This whole plan is just like blowing my mind.
No.
So anyway, there's really. I mean, I know we're talking about the plan and stuff. Jorah's supposed to be on the on the horse. He takes the sword that Sam gives him. Okay, so he's going to be somewhere. Is he going to die? Is he on the list?
Who's on the death? Are we talking about who's on the death list?
Jorah
Jorah is on the death list for me.
I'm on number 7.
Yep. Jorah is on the death list for me. For sure.
Oh, man, he looks so good. I'm so sad.
I know, but there was just too much Jorah. He was basically going, he was like, hey, lady, trust Tyrion, because I'm going to die.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
He messed him up so fine and had his hair all pulled back.
Right? And he was like, I'm going to wield this sword in his memory, and I'm going to die like him too. You know? I'm sorry. That was just. I'm going
to miss Theon too, KT. I know Theon's going to be one to go. Because I know he can't carry He can't carry Bran.
Just no.
I'm telling you, they're all over the place though. Like when Jon's pulling out his sword, I think he's pulling out his sword before he's in disbelief.
Yeah, I agree with that. So there's two scenes with Jon, right? There's one where he's like pulling out his sword and he's like getting ready to do something with it, right? Like he's ready to fight him. And then there's another one where he just looks shocked and he's like,
let me get the hell out of here.
And then he like, all of a sudden, if you slow it down, he moves like, let me see, he would move to his right. So he goes like this.
And the white smoke is coming out of his mouth.
Yeah. And he goes, and the white smoke comes out of his mouth. So that's gotta be, I think I think the Night King just walked through fire or just came out of the dragon fire. Like the dragon's like burned down on him, and then he just like walked out of it like, whatever, bitches.
Yeah.
Right? Like, no.
I'm out of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think so. That's what I think.
yeah. There are a lot of interesting things in that preview. But the dragons. Do y'all think the dragons are going to survive this?
I'm trying to go back and read some of the chat to see if they were answering some of other questions.
I know, because we're going so fast.
We're going faster. I'm sorry. We'll slow down. It's going to take some real magic to open up the crypts. I agree.
Oh, yeah.
I think that this is Jorah's last fight.
Yeah.
I agree. Theon dies in front of the heart tree. I mean, we saw that in the preview. That was definitely the tree behind him. I was wondering if it's the tree behind Jon also. And Quaithe, you said you think so. I thought so at first. That was my first instinct, but looking closer, it doesn't look like the same tree. Right, KT, as soon as Theon comes back, I'm not ready for White Theon. I'm not ready for White Theon. Sansa ain't ready for undead Theon. Sansa ain't ready for undead nobody. She don't have a clue.
When she sees those dead, that chip on her shoulder is going to be knocked off.
Oh yeah, she's going to get on board. She's going to be gung ho whatever Jon says after that.
Yeah.
The dragons made it got to the God's Eye. I don't think the dragons are going to die. I don't. I know you had said that really quickly, Quaithe. I think they're answering that one now. I hope Drogon survives, and I think we'll lose another one. I think they're going to be so upset when they see undead Viserion. They're going to be very upset. I think so too, yeah.
You know, in the preview where he's opening his mouth and roaring and no fire's coming out, I think that's what he's roaring at. I think he sees Viserion.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's like, oh, dude, you went to the wrong side. I'm coming to get you.
Right.
So, I think there's going to be a little dance of dragons between them two, and the Night King and Dany. We'll see what happens there.
Mm-hmm.
But, gosh, there's just so much in so little time.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff in those previews, and actually, I had a really hard time posting my last video, which was my kind of my recap video and predictions video from episode 2 going into episode 3, and I was just able to post it like a few hours ago because it wouldn't let me. I do a lot of video and voiceover and a lot of music over, and there was a lot of stuff they wouldn't allow. There was a lot of copyright rules on this one, and so I had to really edit a lot to get it to where it was. But it's now up if you want to watch it. And there's a lot of predictions there that we haven't talked about yet. And I think that's in there, what we were just talking about, basically. That's in that video. So I slowed down a lot of the clips from all the previous trailers and everything that's been building up to this battle, and I put them all in that video. You can see them together. And it impressed me actually watching it like that, being able to slow it down and see the clips well, in each one. Yeah. So get a chance to watch it right before the episode plays. It'll be a nice little teaser for you.
Okay, can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Yeah.
Arya. So the next thing was we kind of talked about Jon. Did anybody comment on any of those yet before we move on? I hope Drogon survives. I think we'll lose another one. I think they're going to be so upset when they see. Okay, so we said that one was KT. Truth, KT, and then Rod says. They don't die yet. I'm with you. I hope not. They may die, but not yet. And KT, I keep thinking about how a dragon is not a slave and how Viserion is not one and he's undead. I keep hoping so. I keep hoping that, like, maybe Bran will warg. I would love to see Bran warg a dragon. Can he warg Viserion?
That's why I'm like, dude, step up.
Where's your magic?
Raven, step up.
Right, where's your magic, right? You've been saying that the whole time, Quaithe, right? Benjen was like, you need to learn how to control it. What is it that Bran's going to do? Bran's got to do something, right? Back to your same comment. I hope he's got his arms ready to wheel out of there, because what the heck, Where's his power?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the tree is his power, and that's why he picked that spot. He has to touch the tree like he did when he was in with the tree people, the kids. I mean, maybe he needs that tree for power. The only way I can see him running away or leaving his body and working, Yeah, into a dragon.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
KT,
Theon.
I've been saying that for a while. I'm like, I want to see him fly for real, not just some ravens, you know? Right? I'm sorry, did I change the subject on you, Quaithe?
No. I'm just thinking. I got my head going. You know, there was something I was kind of watching this last episode, and Tyrion said something that got my attention when he was sitting around the fire and it was real quiet, and he talked about how everybody battled the Starks, and then he kind of said, "I think we're going to survive." And everybody kind of laughed, and he said, "No, I do." Now remember, he had a conversation with Bran.
Yes, he did.
Is he,
before that,
is he hinting to everybody? But he can't really say it because he kind of said it like, and then kind of chuckled. I'm wondering if, I don't know. I wonder if Bran actually told him some shit.
I think Bran told him a whole bunch of shit.
I think so too. And
I think he did.
The right person to tell it to because he's a reader. He uses his brain. Sam, yeah, he wants to be that person, but it's already here. He would have to read. Yeah, I want to see something like that happen. I want to see what
I agree with Rod too. He is the Neo. He's like the I know his body will be vulnerable, but I also think that you know, if you slow that clip down with Theon, with him in the background, you can't see Bran, but they're all like kind of standing around in a circle or something, and they're all pointing arrows. If you look closely, there's one guy pointing, there's another guy, you can see him lifting his hand up and pointing like this, and Theon's doing the same thing. He's doing the point. They're all defending him or something. Something's happening. I think you're onto something, Quaithe. I think you're onto something. I think we got to see something magical out of Bran this episode if they have any chance of survival. Any.
Yeah, he's going to put his hand on that tree, and he's going to tell him, guys, you got to hold him off. I'm going to do something, or hold him off for a while.
Yeah, maybe he's going to try to take over Viserion and knock him off the dragon.
He's warg, and he's going to, the night he's not going to be able to steer him and fly him the direction where he wants to go.
I'm not ready for this episode.
Me neither. I'm so ready for this episode.
I am very ready. I can't wait for the live stream after. If you guys are watching, we're definitely going to live stream right after the episode. I'd say about 30 minutes. We're going to get everybody a good 30 minutes.
Our reaction.
To get your composure together. We'll probably be speed watching. Then we're going to rewatch the episode. If you guys want to rewatch it with us, we're going to pause while we watch it. And we will play a little drinking game. So if you want to stump us with some questions, and we'll play a drinking game. And I'll have some questions for you too. So we'll do that right after the episode. Let's see. What else have we not talked about? I know you talked about Arya and your prediction that Arya will get the kiss of life and the Hound will become her priest. And the clips we saw that. We saw Arya running and scared. We saw the Hound and Beric. Seems like in the same kind of hallway where she is, right? Like they're there to aid her.
Yeah, and the magic in the crypts, and possibly that little girl maybe being a red woman.
Yeah.
Maybe she can cast a spell or something.
Maybe that little girl knows something. Maybe she's somebody special. She didn't it was kind of odd that she was by herself, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, where's her mom? Where's her parent?
I like when she said, "Okay, I'll protect the crypts."
I'll protect the crypts.
That was a little wink of an eye there.
I thought so too.
They showed her walking with some eerie music. When she's walking away, the music kind of got really eerie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, who is she? You know?
What's up with her? What's up with her, right?
What's up with her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if it is a red woman, or one of the red women, if it is, she's there for a reason, and I'm thinking it might be Jon. Jon is on borrowed time. He's going to need his priest, which is the red woman. So...
Maybe she's the red woman, you think? Since they showed her be old, maybe she can be really young too?
Maybe she could be young.
And it's possible,
her,
right?
They sent another one. Maybe she got fired and they sent another one.
I'll be on to afterwards. Hell yeah. Yes, we hope you'll join us. We were so glad to hear that you're planning on it. So I'm with you. I'm like, I want to know what's up with that little girl, right? I'm with you. I don't think they just show us something for no reason. I think there's not enough time to be showing us something for no reason. There's got to be some meaning in everything.
Counts, every little thing there counts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jamie's on her right.
I
Yeah.
think we've covered everything in the previews, guys. Do y'all remember anything else we did not talk about, or do y'all have something you guys want to talk about that y'all saw in the previews? I know I say y'all because I'm from Texas.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, we are y'all kind of people. I want to give my death predictions. I'm saying Jamie, Jorah, Grey Worm, Beric, if he gives the kiss this episode. He may not die at the end of this episode. He may die giving the kiss. So that could be a possibility.
Exactly.
Sacrifice. I'm thinking, I'm on the fence with and think that I've never thought Theon would die like this, but I am thinking possibly Theon, possibly Ed, just because he seems dispensable.
Mm-hmm.
And then whoever Beric's going to give the kiss to is going to die. It's going to be another character, and it's going to be a big character we're not going to expect. Like maybe Arya or Jon or someone big, right? Someone big is going to die, and we're all going to be upset about it. And that's the person Beric's going to end up giving the kiss to. But I don't think he can give the kiss if he's dead, too. So I think he has to actually survive this episode, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
If anybody could clear that up, like exactly how does the kiss of life work, we would love for you to clear that up for us before this episode starts. And Rod, I think he's a book reader. Maybe he'll be able to answer us. I don't know if Lori's watching or not.
Can you read Fifth Son's comment? Do you see it yet?
I need to get my glasses so I can see better.
Jon kills the Night King by copying Daemon Targaryen's famous move at the God's Eye. We did talk about that in the God's Eye before.
Jon kills the Night King by copying Daemon Targaryen's famous move at the God's Eye. I don't know about his... Oh, that's Fifth Son. Hey, man, what's up?
Yeah.
He was in one of my interviews, and from Con of Thrones, too. I don't know Daemon Targaryen's famous move. Maybe you should tell us.
This episode, I think it does, and I think it's Brienne that's going to do it. That's why the title is what the title is.
Because of, well, she got knighted because she's going to have some big role, right? Isn't that what you said?
The Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. I think it's her that's going to do it. It's kind of the Lord of the Rings, where it was the daughter who was the one that defeats, and no one ever thought that it would be her, and it was her. So this is kind of a Lord of the Rings twist if you think about it. Rod, damn it, if you can, help me out on that theory.
Oh, so Katie says that Daemon is the one that jumped from one dragon to another to kill its rider.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So somebody may jump off. Maybe Jon jumps off Rhaegal and jumps onto Viserion to kill Viserion, kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe something like that happens.
That's cool. I didn't even think of that. That would be very cool. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with this, right?
It will be very. Yeah, I really am not big on the CGI and all that stuff. Hopefully they do it right, unlike when they did the wall with the blue
fire with the blue fire. I mean, I thought it was okay. I mean, definitely the CGI has gotten better through the years. Like the first time Dany rode a dragon, it was you could tell it was very CGI. I was still excited that it was happening, but as she was flying, taking off, it looked very fake, It did to me. It looked very fake to me. But a lot of people felt like Jon riding the dragon felt very fake, and I didn't feel like it was that fake.
No, I didn't think that felt fake.
I mean, there was a little parts here and there that felt a little bit like it, but for the most part, it felt very real. For the most part.
I mean, the dragons are good personalities. You can tell. I mean, he's smiling at Jon. I don't think he looks angry or anything. I think he's like, I think they know he's the truth king. I think they were created by the Lord of Light. So I think there's something there. Yeah,
Fifth Son said he thinks Jon will die in the process. See, I am Fifth Son. I'm more with you. I'm more of the sense that I think Jon may die, and then Beric may give the kiss of life to Jon to bring him back to life. I've always kind of had that thought, but I'm not sure if you saw the whole live stream. But Quaithe has a theory that it will be Arya that gets the kiss of life, so that Arya will be the big death that dies. So I'm thinking there's going to be at least one, other than Jaime, because I still think Jaime's going to die, But I still think there's going to be another really big character, and we may get 2 comebacks. We may get one right away and another one later. Do what?
He says Jon has been ready to die for a while.
Yeah.
He has been. Actually, he's on borrowed time. So,
yeah, we agree with that.
Life just keeping him alive for something, for a reason, and brought him back.
Right.
So he's already got his priest. He's already got his life. So I think, I don't know, something's going to happen.
Yeah, for some.
Yeah,
Arya Stonehearty. That's what we were saying.
That's my theory.
She sees that she.
That's my theory. I think she's going to take that from the books, that type of character.
Yep, that she's going to take that Lady Stoneheart character, and that she's going to, and the Hound's going to be her priest.
Yes, the Hound will be her priest.
I mean, when you said it, and the first time you said it, I thought it was crazy. I thought it was real big tenfold. But these episodes they've been going that way. They've been going that way. They've been supporting it.
Yeah. I mean, she was there when they're telling the story, when they're telling the Hound the story. I mean, the Hound's he saw it in the fire. He saw something. He's been right.
Why are they doing this with the Hound? Why are they giving him all these roles and putting him with the fire gods and all that stuff? You know,
possibly with Arya.
And it's been with Arya and all that stuff. I mean, nobody would see that coming. No one would see it coming. It's going to shock everybody if it happened. If it happens, if she dies and they don't even show her getting the kiss, I'm going to freak out.
We only have a few minutes, and I just want to throw out there that I really want to see Ghost.
Right.
Really big in this thing, and I really want to see Ghost go recruit and go get some more
Nymeria. Yeah, we saw that in one of the previews, the animals, running, and everybody just assumed it was horses. But then some people started pointing out that the distance between their bellies or their chest and the ground was very short. In which case that there was probably some wolves in there. I'd like to see some animals. If there's going to be wolves involved in fighting, it's going to be in this episode, right? It's going to be in this episode.
Katie says,
Ghost. Come on, man.
Like baby Sam. I know, right? Ghost. I don't know. Ghost is awesome.
So where's Mel at? Listen, who's Mel? Like Melisandre Fifth? Are you talking about Melisandre or that's going to be Melisandre? She's good. Yeah, we talked about that earlier too. Like, is she like the little girl or something, or is that something was up?
I'm thinking one of the little girl is a red woman in disguise. It's a little girl. I know they can go old, and I know they can go young. How young can they go?
It was we talked about that earlier. There's something up with that, right?
Yeah, because
Fountain of Youth is north of the wall.
I mean, I just watched it again. The music is eerie when she walks away. I know. We both have all.
We do. We got some tinfoil for you, man. We got some tinfoil.
Yeah, that's what I like to do. That's why I kind of stay away from a lot of the other stuff because it messes up my tinfoil.
Yes, I'm trying to see if we missed anything else. Is there anything else that anybody else saw that they want to put out there, or they want us to talk about before because we're probably gonna wrap it up here in like 2 minutes, okay? Or actually, by the time you see this, it might be 1 minute. So,
so that's what I want to see. That's the biggest thing is I want to see some ghost action, some, maybe the spiders. So do you think we're going to see some ice spiders?
I want to see some ice spiders.
Creatures.
Look, they got to give us something. They got to give us something really big. It's either got to be something big in the crypts or it's going to be, if we see ice spiders, don't expect some kings to rise from the dead. Okay? Yeah. They don't have the budget for everything. So.
Yeah. And I hope they use the dragon glass for all the powers it can be.
Yeah. There's got to be more there. I agree with you, Quaithe, 100%. Ice spiders as big as hounds. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I hope so. All limbs are crossed for that. What about ice unicorns? I'll take ice anything.
Sprinkle glitter all over the place, and that's the magic we're needing.
Right. Let's get some fairy dust, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited.
Okay, well, look, then this is what we're going to do. We hope you're going to come back. All right. Hey, guys, don't forget to push that thumbs up button, okay? Push the thumbs up button, whether you're in the chat or not. You guys, please push the thumbs up button. It really makes the difference. It helps grow the channel. I hit mine. Quaithe, make sure you hit yours too.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, make sure you hit yours too. And help support the channel's growing every day. It's making a big difference. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't watched all the videos, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Go back and watch stuff. Push the like button for me. Those things really do help a lot to grow the channel. It really helps me pop up in front of people more and more. And we're really hoping to go to Con of Thrones. It's a big thing that we'll be talking about soon in the near future. We chatting after the show. Yes. Yes, we are chatting after the show about
Reactions.
30 minutes.
Our reactions.
Right, we're going to wait about 30 minutes though, okay? We're going to wait about 30 minutes, get everybody a chance to go to the potty, get your glass refill. If you want to try to stump us on some questions, we will do a little questioning. We'll probably stop as we're watching the show and throw a question in there, here and there, just to make it fun. And
I want to watch it while we're talking.
we are going to rewatch it, so you can rewatch it with us, and I'll let you know where we are so we can all kind of rewatch it together and kind of give each other's reactions. I think that might be fun, right? So, Quaithe, anything you want to say before we let everybody go and we go watch the show?
Guys, winter is here.
It's here. The war is here.
All right, peace out, guys. I'll talk to everybody after the show.
Yep. I'll be at Con of Thrones. Awesome, Fifth Son. We can't wait to see you again. Awesome. Winter is here. All right, you guys. We'll see you after the show. And which one should I say? Winter. Well, winter is coming is only one. I don't know winter is here. Only know winter is coming. So as the oh no, that's not that one. That was Vozes Vantas Amazis. Winter is here.